Hi everyone, Silver Stars here. Today I went to my local LCS and picked up some more Canadian constitutional or colonial silver. Junk silver, I guess, is also another term that's used, but I don't really like using junk silver. This is hardly junk to me. It holds a lot of history. So today I'm going to be talking about the 1939 coin that is actually a commemorative silver dollar. I'm going to be talking about here the 1958 silver dollar that's marking 100 years of British Columbia being a province of Canada. Talk a little bit about the history about that. And the last one is the Charlottetown, Quebec Conference, which brought Charlottetown into, well, actually several of the eastern provinces joined all around that time, but this is a commemoration for that particular conference, which was very successful. So what you're looking at here in front of you is $40 face, which is about 24 ounces fine silver. 24 ounces, $40, yeah, that's correct, 24 ounces. So one of the things, let's talk a little bit about the history. And so I really like this British Columbia coin. This one here has a totem pole on the front of it. It is commemorating 100 years of British Columbia being a province. 1958. It has the Queen on the back, of course, Queen Elizabeth II. And before the British Columbia was known as the colony, can't get that word out, can I? The Crown Colony of British North America, so which included a lot of North America that the British had claimed, and that was from 1858 to 1866. And at its creation, it physically constituted approximately half the present-day Canadian province of British Columbia. Since it did not include the colony of Vancouver Island, the vast and still largely uninhabited regions of North and Finlay Rivers regions east of the Rocky Mountains or any coastal islands. So it really just was a small part, but it was defining the borders of the province of British Columbia. Now, in this particular coin, there was a 3 million vintage. 3 million pieces were minted. And so that's pretty high because, I mean, for the time, there was, this is general circulation silver dollars. They were used daily. So it's definitely just an item that was people used in their pockets every day. Now, I like to collect them. This is a real cool coin here. In 1939, to mark the royal visit, they came out with a silver dollar. That's Canada's Parliament buildings in Ottawa on the front there, 1939, and on the back, it was commemorating the arrival of King George VI. So this is 1939, and this particular coin has a mintage of 1.3 million. So it's not a very high mintage, considering the last one we spoke about, the BC one, is already 3 million. So that's a very nice example. Actually, I was only able to get 2 today. Oops, dropped them. I was only actually able to get 2. I'd like to get more, so I'm going to keep searching for them. They're hard to get, with only 1.3 million minted. It's a very popular coin. The only coin before that was the first year, 1935, the Voyager dollar was the first year that it was started. They only minted 400,000. So certainly that's a very expensive, impossible coin to get. Very hard. I don't think it's impossible, but it's very expensive, certainly. So in 1864, it's a nice coin. I mean, a really good example of Canadian history. Queen Elizabeth is on the back here. Queen Elizabeth II, and so in any case, in 1864 they had kind of these conferences called the Quebec Conference. It started in October 10th, 1864, and ended in October 24th, 1964. And the idea was, in short, rather than going through a lot of history, but I like the history part, is that they were deciding to include some of the far eastern provinces, maybe just above New York, and they were wanted to include them into Canada. So this is where they proposed the Canadian Confederation, which again was starting to break away from England. And so in 1864, this coin is actually 1964, and it commemorates those conferences where in Charlottetown and Quebec, so that the provinces of Newfoundland were included into Canadian provinces rather than just colonies. So that's a lot of history there, and I like this coin. So it certainly has a lot of good history, and I think is very good example of a nice silver dollar. This one's in really good shape. Let's look at another one just for interesting. They're all the same. But 1964. So it was a good year, we hope. So, some of these Canadian provinces actually didn't become provinces. It's not that long ago. I mean, for British Columbia, it's only just over 100 years. Again, for our provinces in Eastern Canada, maybe about 100 years. So, Canada's a fairly new country. It's not as old as like many other countries. And but the coinage, I really do like Canadian coinage. It's the constitutional silver, colonial silver is what I'm stacking, and so this $40 is a nice addition to my stack. And I'm going to continue to explore Canada's history through coinage and continue to grow my stack. I think it's about 80% silver, just over half an ounce of coin, pure silver. They're a nice, it will help to grow my stack. Okay, well, that's next time. I'm going to try and film when I go to my local LCS and give you a journey of me maybe buying some colonial silver or whatever else they have there. I do buy a lot of other coins. I'm thinking about buying. I haven't bought yet. But I'd like to really thank everyone for watching my video. And please like, subscribe, forward on to your Facebook or something like that. And I appreciate you taking your time to watch. Hopefully we'll continue to learn together and have some fun. And we'll learn some more about Canadian constitutional silver. In upcoming videos, aside from the LCS, I want to talk about Canadian coinage in general, just so you have an idea what we do up here. And I think it's something that, again, will be a bit fun. So, thanks again, and see you next time on my next video.